Great to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the SMU Mustangs. Reese Davis, Dave Palmer, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the Mustangs head coach before the game. He told me this is a crucial game to stay focused. He understands coming into this loud and crazy environment against a team that is not ranked in the top 25 could be easy to overlook. But he's shown his players tape all week, and he said, we have to understand every play matters. We cannot look ahead to next week, or this week will be a disaster. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. From the gun, it's Green. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Pulls it on the option. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20.
Blue 30. Let's get. Check. Blue 22 guard. Blue 22 guard.
Throwing, Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The give is to Williams. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Got the 1st down. There he goes. A huge chunk play as he gets it all the way down to the 11.
Good enough for a 1st down.
They've got him wobbling after that big play now to pay it off on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. Wide receiver comes in motion. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound. No matter who gets the football, we're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Taylor wants to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And that's not a surprise play call for this offense. A lot of times, man, after a tackle for a loss or a play that goes behind the line of scrimmage, they want to get those chunky yards back. They want to get back to 3rd and manageable. They dial up the screen. They get some positive yards. Now put themselves in a position to be more successful on 3rd down.
Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're at 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. He'll boot it from the left side, and from this distance, that angle ought to be fairly easy. He splits the uprights, and that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
And the Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Hawkins looking for a huge play. Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Taking it the other way. The 20. Discards him with the stiff arm. He's out of bounds at the 9-yard line. The pick, the return, and the offense will be threatening.
And these are the mistakes backed up you can't make as a quarterback, man. You've got to protect the football. Big-time mistake. Defense capitalizes and sets their offense up with elite field position.
No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Taylor wants to throw it. Big guy smells it. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Hand it to the back. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. They give it to him again. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. Quick give. Powers through the defender.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Long way to go on second down. Wide receiver going in motion. Throwing, Hawkins. Escapes the pressure to his right. And down he goes. Tried to pick his way free, but the defense stops him behind the line.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
From the gun on third down, Hawkins. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
And how about the awareness by this guy on third down, a scramble play. Everything's breaking down, but he never panics and also knows exactly where he needs to get to pick up that first down. It's third. I can't slide early. I can't run out of bounds. I'm probably going to have to put my body on the line here and take a big hit and risk that to get this first. That's a big-time leadership play by the quarterback.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. They made a little trouble for themselves with that penalty. Now 2nd and 12. Hawkins. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense put you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Rolls right. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Big fullback's got it. Sees an alley. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And the fullback, this takes me back to my days growing up, watching the fullback, being on the field every single play. You don't see that anymore, but the big fella gets the football. Hey, he looks like he knew what to do with it, too. Nice little pickup, little agility, little speed, but mostly a lot of just girth and strength and just grown man.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Keeps it, looking for room. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now, the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Taylor wants to throw. Oh, what a move. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Extending the play. Got rid of it just in time. And the misconnection on third down.
Man, I don't know if you want that guy outside the pocket very often because he's so fast and he can do some damage, but they did a nice job containing him. Once he left the pocket, they were ready for it, came to him, he tried to throw the football. Nice hit on the quarterback as he's throwing to force a bad pass.
SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. This thing has sort of gotten away the last couple of possessions. They've been a little too generous, David.
Yeah, like a non-profit, man, like a charity, giving the football away too much. Got to take care of the football, Jesse. Otherwise, you got no shot to win this football game.
You're right, man. At this level of college football, it doesn't matter how talented you are. It doesn't matter who you're playing. If you're sloppy, you put the football on the ground or you throw picks, you're going to find yourself behind on the scoreboard.
Fighting off the defender. Nowhere to go.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
On the move. He's past the 30. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover, good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Green. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Right side, it's Cooper. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Throws to the wideout. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on fourth down. The Mustangs call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will sail out of bounds. No chance for a return there. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Paul.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. They'll ride him again. Pulled down there, but they'll move the sticks, and it's a first down. This will make Irish eyes smile because they're shaking down thunder from the sky with this running game.
Just pound, pound, pound. What are you going to do? Are you going to meet the physical challenge of the Irish because they're ready to rumble?
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. Taylor wants to throw it. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. Turning it on! Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down.
Gain of 20. And that's good enough for a first down.
Notre Dame explosive in the passing game. Let's see what they do here. Fresh setter downs going to the air. The short hands, it's Bettis. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Picks up 6. Brings up second down.
The last completion got him 6. Now it's 2nd and 4. He's looking to pass. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The give to the fullback. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
Don't complicate things. Give it to the big fella. By the way, the fullback who blocks all the time, does all the dirty work. Hand it to him. Let him plow ahead, Palmer, and get that first down.
Are we in a time warp? Like, what year is this? Is this 1995? We're heading off to fullbacks again. That's a play that is basically extinct now in college football, but I love it because it caught the defense off guard, able to get a nice one there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Taylor wants to throw. Finds the tight end. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like, stopping the run game. Like, they continue to have success and have success now on this third down. They've got to find a way to maybe commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Sells the run, wants to pass. Buying time to his right. Trying to make magic on the scramble. Not a lot of room there. He'll pick up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
When you have a quarterback that's this dynamic, you'd be stupid not to get him outside the pocket. Great job bootlegging to the right. Now I can throw the deep ball, I can throw some crossers, or I can run it and take off. It's really tough to defend. The defense did a good job, but I'm going to continue to do this and use his athletic ability to my advantage.
This defense just can't get off the field. The offense unstoppable. Second down, gonna throw it. Escapes the pressure going right. Finds his man. Shakes a man, and he might take off. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they're working the slot receiver on a drag route here. He's just kind of fighting his way through the traffic. He's able to come out the other side and present a nice target for the quarterback.
The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on 3rd and short. Taylor wants to throw it. Left side is Gilbert. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13. Notre Dame once backed up near its own goal line, now on the move.
139 Albatross. 139 Albatross.
Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. Got out of trouble and throws. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Caught! They will score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he's not going to take the touchback. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. Throwing, Hawkins. Moves to his right. He's open on the right. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Here comes the heat. Fires on the move. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better.
Going to throw it over the top of the D. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
It just looks to me like the offense is starting to get a little bit impatient, right, guys? They haven't scored in this game yet, and all of a sudden now they're taking shots down the field, and they're trying to make it happen. But the defense, they have been lights out. They force another incompletion.
The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. Trickery and deception. They snap it to the up man. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We start with Appalachian State taking on the number 21 team, the Boise State Broncos.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Taylor wants to throw. Fires downfield. Out wide right, it's Gilbert. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
Big time throw in that last play. You know, you think about great Notre Dame quarterbacks. I think back to a couple of Joes. Joe Montana, Joe Theismann. They'd love what they'd be seeing right now from this kid. He's got arm talent. He's got accuracy. And because of that, he gives this offense the ability to light up the scoreboard.
And I think out routes are solely about timing, because that wide receiver is going to get to a point and break it off straight to the sidelines, and you could just tell he put too much mustard on it and just led him a little bit too far.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down.
Here we go. Ready. Set hot.
Tries to get it himself. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball, because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Out wide left, it's Williams. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the 1st down.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit, because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that 1st down.
Fresh set of downs going up top. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that sack. Hauls it in. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Good job just to get rid of that one. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. And the try is no good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead and still a 17-point cushion.
Oh, man, the dreaded doink. When you knock it off the crossbar, those are ones where, man, just a couple inches to the other side, towards the middle, and that thing's in, but it still counts as a missed opportunity.
The throw. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And with the pick 6. Touchdown, Notre Dame. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too. Now, look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Nice run there. Picks up a few, and they'll force him out of bounds.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
Hawkins. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And they can't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Second and long here. Dropping back, it's Hawkins. This one's complete. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his second PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. He's changing the play. Again, it's Hawkins. Right down the middle. Had to force that one.
Yeah, and because of the pressure, the defense gets pressure on him immediately so quickly that he makes a bad decision, tries to throw it into double coverage. Really nice job pressuring the quarterback up front.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Hawkins from the gun on third down. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on third down.
And man, that's another drive for this offense where it's frustration. You're looking to the sidelines, there's not a lot of juice, man. They haven't been able to get going and put drives together and score points. They've got to find something because this game's starting to creep along and they really need to make something happen.
Guys, look at this. A surprise. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. Hawkins to throw for it on fourth. He's going to run it. Tried everything in his power to get that final yard, but they got out of bounds and get the fourth down stop.
Great job by the defense there. They were not caught off guard in that situation on the field. This offense might decide to go for it on fourth down. They're going to make the play. Their offense now takes over. And if I'm the play caller here, I am taking a shot. In a sudden change situation, let me see if I can throw one deep and make this team pay for not getting that fourth down.
Runs through a tackle. Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
QBs that can run completely change your game plan. I mean, every single bit of it. You have to understand now as a pass rusher, I got to keep him in the pocket. I got to understand all the zone read concepts and the power read and the jet read, all the different things they can do to you. So, you know, having a guy back there at the helm that can run the football, you better be alert of it from the first play to the end of the fourth quarter.
The officials throw the flag, but the offense won't need it. They'll decline that and keep the big play. Line gets set, first down. Taylor wants to throw it. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time They finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
Straight ahead, it's Mobley. Hard running there. Got 7 yards on the play. It's 3rd and 3.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
They've worked it down to the 30. This defense standing tall, trying to force a field goal try. They'll try to get the first through the air. Left side is Mobley. Oh, he's got some space. Got enough space. Touchdown, Irish. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
He'll bring it out. It's Gilbert. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now there's still a Mustang who is unable to get up. Looks as if it's the junior linebacker who's still down on the play, and Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on his condition. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. We'll see if that failed 4th down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in a hole. And, Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were real disappointed not getting that first down. You could see it on the sideline. So let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go make a statement and get some points.
A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. Drives inside. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense. The Mustangs come to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Rush is on. He sacked. This defense all over him. David, this dude is so hard to get on the ground. He broke tackles. He kept the play alive. But the defense was relentless here, too.
Just kept pursuing and pursuing. You see, he gets away from the first guy, but the second guy comes in there and gets a good shot on him. But he tried to stay alive, but the defense is just swarming all over the field.
Changing the routes with his receivers. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Across the 25, he's got room. Maybe some room here. Inside the 50. Inside the 30. Inside the end of the end zone. Touchdown, SMU. They'll try to tack one more on their score. The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. At the end of that play, there is still a member of the Fighting Irish down on the field. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. sells the run, looking to pass. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
They'll move the tight end. Hits inside. It's Danzig. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Ready to try the point after. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Throwing, Hawkins. Knew where he wanted to go with it, but couldn't find his target. It's incomplete.
Hey, man, this home crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum.
Snags it, and he's open. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Oh, pressure's coming. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And you're seeing pressure on this quarterback over and over again. They've already been able to get to him a few times, and that's a big reason why this defense right now, they've got a big lead on the scoreboard.
Final play of the quarter coming. Again, it's Hawkins. Fires to the wideout. It falls incomplete, and will change ends of the field to get things started back up. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down.
29! Wide 29! Jack! Red 29 marker! Red 29 marker!
Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. They'll take the penalty and move them back. Still 3rd down, but more ground to cover after the flag. Again, it's Hawkins. Quick completion on the out. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. 4th down, Hawkins. Still looking. He'll try to do it himself. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Yeah, and see, I have no problem being aggressive near midfield. I got no problem whatsoever. You get stuffed, but I think you have to show your team, like, we're going to be aggressive. We're going to continue to try to make it, even in the second half when things are getting tight.
Leaves it with the back. Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Finds his big tight end. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25. It's really not hard to find the difference between this game and the loss last week. Turned it over 3 times a week ago, none today.
And just a great response. Last week, you know, you're probably the reason you lost, and you didn't take care of the football. But now you step out here, you show your team you can bounce back, you can lead, take care of the football, and lead this team to victory.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Fires toward the end zone. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
Well, the receiver did everything right. He ran a good route. He got his head around. He just didn't finish the play. Just look it in.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. This is a designed run. It's a fumble. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
Well, the offense is able to avoid disaster right there. The problem is they fumbled it, but thankfully they were able to jump back on and not have a turnover.
Splits the uprights right down the middle. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
The Mustangs offense is ready to go on the attack. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession, they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Michael Hawkins on the play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops, just not in sync. And that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Hawkins. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Again, it's Hawkins. Rush right in his face. Incomplete, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
Tell you what, it gets late in the football game, man. I got to start being aggressive. When I'm in a hole and the clock's running out, like it's going to make me have to throw the football, be more aggressive, and this offense doesn't come through for their team, and now they're going to really need their defense to get some stops here in this football game in the fourth quarter.
Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. After their defense slammed the door shut, now the finishing touches can be put on this one. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Taylor wants to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Mobley. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
I like the play call on offense. I like you trying to get the running back involved in the pass game, too. Defense was ready for that one. Let's see what you got dialed up on third.
And, guys, they really need to take advantage of this field position on 3rd and long. Throwing right. Got his man. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
Well, I love play callers that want to stay aggressive regardless of what the score is, regardless of how much time is left on the clock. And I promise you this, there are a lot of fans, there are a lot of teams all across college football that are paying attention to what is happening right now.
He's going for the goal line, and he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Fighting Irish!
Well, it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback. You saw it right there. He is dialed in. He's finding his one-on-one matchups. He's making good decisions, and he's been so accurate. Now, 4 TD passes in this one, and that's why his team is way up here late in the game.
And they tacked on the extra point. And he's going to bring this one out. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. SMU's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out.
Oh, it's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Out wide left, it's Flanagan. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Sells the run, wants to pass. That's caught by Williams. Spins away from the defense. Plows through the defense. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where he can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
The Irish come to the line facing 2nd and short. Taylor wants to throw it. Good timing on the quick out. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Notre Dame ready to go with another 1st down. Running the red zone. It's Coleman Williams. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
And they say a quarterback's best friend is a good run game and a good running back. I think he agrees. Over 150 yards on the day. I don't even think I need a quarterback the way he's been running the football all game long.
Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He breaks a tackle. Hit and dropped in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run is coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. It'll be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. He's got it on the move. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the 1st down. The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory.
How impressive has this guy been throwing the ball today, especially after the game he had last week throwing 3 interceptions. He turned the page. He got himself focused for this game, and he's been making outstanding decisions all day long.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal.
Ready.
Push ahead on the sneak. Driving for the goal line, loose football. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. 2nd and goal for the offense.
Here we go. Ready. Switch it. Shift.
Trying to slam in. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard. They'll try to add another to their lead. Oh, and the extra point is blocked. He's got it, and he can go with it. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Running inside. It's Green. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the 1st down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Green. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. And the Mustangs want to crank the tempo. Hawkins from the gun on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And that play is a microcosm of what this game has been. They have not been able to protect their quarterback all game long, early or late, up front. Moving forward, this offense has got to do a better job, or else they're going to be in a lot of trouble. You cannot give up as many sacks as they have in this game and expect to win.
And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Taylor wants to throw. Still looking to his right. Throws to the wideout. Right side, it's Graham. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Some might have the philosophy to milk the clock. Others have this philosophy: just keep going at them.
Yeah, until you stop me. And I think the offense, you can tell, it's pretty clear. They're going to keep their foot on the gas, continuing to throw the football down the field.
And he just held on to the football too long, and the defense rode him out of bounds and forced the loss.
And that's a really good response by this defense, man. You don't get too down on yourself. You don't beat yourself up. You line up, you play the next play. Nice job getting in the backfield. Now, going on the offensive, getting them in 2nd and long, a pretty predictable situation.
Caught. Down he goes. Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. They're still firing away even with this lead. Final shot falls to the turf, and that'll be the ball game. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week. And for the first week, they get it done.
Yeah, great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season. But 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese.